Today is a very big day for Indonesia-Turkey partnership because today we call it Partnership Day. Not only we celebrate 80th anniversary of our Independence Day, but also we celebrate 75th anniversary of Indonesia-Turkey bilateral relation, which is 75 years ago we established our bilateral relation. Now our relations are mature enough and now become a very strategic in nature, not only for our two nations, but also for the world. So that's why this is very momentous for us. With this momentum, I'm very privileged, to be assigned as Indonesian ambassador to Turkey, because our relation, very solid back in more than, decades ago. We start our relation in 15th century when Ottoman, helped us to fight against colonialism in Aceh. That start our relation. That's why I'm privileged to be an ambassador, Indonesian ambassador here. So we have a very solid background of our relation, but also for us, Indonesia and Turkey is a two major nations, majority Muslim population in the world, and also member of the G20. We have a big country, we have leaders of global south. Then my responsibility here as an ambassador, of course, not only advancing our bilateral relation, but also our responsibility toward Muslim Ummah and toward developing countries as a whole. That's the responsibility. That's why I'm very privileged, to represent my country here in Turkey. So I have a 1+4 formula, I call it. Since my arrival here 2 years ago, I decided to advance what we call it 1+4 formula. One is trade and investment. Because the way I see it, why I need to improve the trade, because our trade volume is still far below the potential. Because our population is 360 million population, 3 trillion GDP combined, so $3 billion is a very, very small numbers of our trade. That's why we need to advance, we need to increase the trade volume between our two countries. The fourth area, which is strategic in nature between our two countries, not only for now, for the present, but also for the future. First, on defense industry. This is the first priority sectors area that we need to advance. And the second is energy, particularly new and renewable energy. The third one is health industry, which is very important because we have an experience in COVID-19. We need to consolidate our relation to face any future pandemic. So we need to consolidate the collaboration on health sector. And the last one is collaboration on infrastructure, particularly construction, because Turkey is the second largest construction company operating overseas after China. So that's why the collaboration with Turkey on construction in building our infrastructure is very important. We see Atatürk as a founding fathers of Turkey. We see Atatürk as a the hero of Turkey. He is the founding fathers of the Republic of Turkey. Can unite the country, can fight against colonialism. That's the spirit of the heroism. We respect that, and all the Indonesian people also respect Atatürk, like what we see as a founding fathers, as a hero, as a fighters for colonialism, a fighter for injustice, and also the most important thing, who unite the country. For the Turkish people, basically, we are here. Indonesians are not only friends, but we are not only friends, but also we are brothers and sisters. For Indonesia, Turkey is our big brothers. So that's why there is important, for us to advance not only government to government relation, but also people to people. So that's why the feeling of brotherhood between our two countries need to be further enhanced.